Hello, hope you're well and happy and well physically. That's what we're going to work on today. Going to work on health issues, any possible health issues that you may have. How can we use energy psychology to also prevent, but also enhance our immune system, our nervous system, our endocrine system, and our energy body? So the basic concept behind what we're going to be doing today is that there is one universal energy which flows through all beings and gives life, harmony, and health. And that this energy supports and organizes our bodily functions, this vital energy. And when it's flowing freely and harmoniously, we have health, stamina, power, and harmony. When it's obstructed, we become ill and lacking in energy and lacking in clarity. So our nervous system, endocrine system, and immune system start to dysfunction, and that affects all other organs when the energy is low or disharmonious. Then the body is more susceptible to infection, inflammations, and psychosomatic problems. Now, when our energy level is low and the body is not well, we are more susceptible to unpleasant emotions. You've probably noticed it, that when you're not feeling well physically, it's easier to feel upset or hurt or fearful or angry. And also the opposite, when we are not well emotionally, we have dysfunction in the body and especially in the nervous system, the endocrine system, and the immune system, which is so important to us today. So what are the factors that may create unharmonious or insufficient energy flow in the body and the mind? Now, one factor may be our genetic weaknesses. What we learned today by the epigenetics, that actually we can affect our DNA by the way we think, the way we eat, the way we feel. We can actually have an effect and improve the functioning of our DNA. Unhealthy food, smoking, and chemical substances in our water and food, they can also disrupt our energy flow and the health of our organs, which is so important today in this pandemic and in general in life, even before the pandemic. The lack of physical and breathing exercise, a sedentary life, is also the cause of a lack of energy flow and health and harmony. A lack of sleep and insufficient rest for the nervous system. Some people don't sleep even when they sleep. Or let's say they don't rest even when they supposedly sleep. We need deep sleep and also dream sleep. We need to rest. And here in the Mediterranean anyway, we have the habit of lying down in the afternoon for about an hour or less or a little more, depending on how tired we are. And it gives us 2 days in one. I'm an advocate of naps. It's like allowing the body to rejuvenate and continuing. Too much stress. Stress is the enemy of health. We need to lower our stress, lower the stress in our environment, lower our inner stress, and these techniques of energy psychology are a wonderfully effective way of doing that. A lack of expression and release of emotions, it's important not to hold them in. It's also important not to throw them at the various people around us. So we need to know how to transcend them and to express them correctly. That is how to express and also use creative expression for releasing. Toxic substances in our environment. Whatever we can do, we need to avoid the possibility of these toxic substances in our environment. A lack of creative expression. For me, creativity is not a option. It's a basic need. We are creators. We are co-creators with the divine and with each other. And it's important to put in our lives at least a few half an hour to an hour each day of creative expression. And we can even make our work a form of creative expression, whatever we might be doing. Needs and habits which cause us to waste time, energy, and money on various activities that are detrimental to our health. That's for you to decide. Unpleasant emotions and feelings of separateness, perhaps the major cause of illness. Unpleasant feelings and feelings of separateness is the major cause of psychosomatic illness. Now, here you can see the relationship between emotions and hormones. Depending on whether we feel tension or peace, that affects our pituitary and hypothalamus, which affect our adrenals and thyroid and all the other organs. So, having tension puts all of these organs in disruption. Feeling peace harmonizes them. A hierarchy of our creation. We are spirit. We express ourselves through our higher self, through our subconscious and conscious mind, which affect our bioenergy. Our bioenergy affects our nervous system and endocrine system, which affect our circulation, breathing, digestion, muscles, and our immune system, which is so important. You have seen this image before. We are the spirit expressing ourselves through the higher self and the uh, causal body, and then expressing ourselves through the mind, the energy body, and the physical body. These three bodies affect each other. The physical affects the mind through the energy body. The mind affects the physical body through the energy body. We want to put all of that into harmony. So, what can we do? How can we connect with our health and our harmony? First of all, study healthy eating. There are thousands, perhaps millions of books on this subject. They may have slightly different approaches, but basically fresh food. As much as possible, not conserved food. Uh, just eat as freshly as you can. Okay. Secondly, a program of exercise every day. Create a program of about 20 minutes every morning or any time of the day where you can exercise, do yoga. I prefer yoga, but you can use running or swimming or any other form of gymnastics, any form of exercise. The body needs to move to be healthy. When it doesn't move, problems are created. Learn to breathe consciously, slowly, and deeply for about 5 minutes a day. Don't overdo it, but learn how to breathe from a yoga teacher or someone who knows how to breathe. Breathe slowly and deeply using the three muscles of breathing. And breathing is also a process of detoxification because toxins are released by the exhalation. And of course, we take in energy, oxygen with the inhalation. Use deep relaxation methods daily and send light and healing to the body. Learn how to relax. We have a number of these exercises on our site. If you haven't found them yet, send an email. We will send you them. You can just click on the link and download them or listen to them on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. Put them on a CD if that's comfortable for you, if you know what that is. Think positively. It's been proven without doubt that positive thoughts help the body. Negative thoughts cause it to become ill. It's important to start thinking positively with alternative perceptions. Meditate daily or pray or reflect. Choose the way that helps you. This is my book, The Art of Meditation. You can find it on Amazon. And if you want it for free, I can send it to you as an ebook for free. The Art of Meditation. Pray for others and pray for yourselves that we all be happy and connected with our higher nature. It's been proven in over 2,000 studies that prayer actually has an effect. And that will be one of our next lessons. Creative expression and play. If you have children, play with them. If you don't have children, play with adults. Play in general. Creative expression and play are very important for our health and harmony. Self-analysis. Eventually, we'll be sending you an email about the creation of our self-knowledge seminar. In Greek, it's a 7-year seminar. I plan on creating a 2-year seminar in English where you can learn how to analyze yourself, how to understand your emotions, your beliefs, your attachments, your childhood experiences, and what you want to do with all of that. Honest, effective communication, another one of my books, which has not been published but does exist as an ebook form, is Relationships of Conscious Love and Effective Communication. This is a very important book for couples, but for all persons, because it talks about all kinds of relationships, even if it focuses mainly on partner relationships, it affects all kinds of relationships. And its effective communication is based on self-knowledge, respect for ourselves and respect for others, on equality, and on love. We want to incorporate these in our effective communication. And 9, energy psychology. These are the techniques that we can use to improve our health of the body and the mind. Live your life purpose and your higher ideals. It's very important to be focused on what our purpose is in life, what is important to us, and live that purpose and live our higher ideals. This connects us with the universe, and we are supported by the divine, supported by the universe, and then able to have our health, but not only health, so many assets come into our lives so that we can continue serving and helping. Cultivate faith and your relationship with the divine. The relationship with the divine is an inexhaustible source of support and love once we develop that relationship. And it releases us from becoming so dependent on other people. Behave ethically. Behave towards others as you would like them to behave towards you. This is extremely important. Otherwise, we become separated from our true higher nature. And it's so much easier to become ill. Not that we can't become ill if we're ethical. If it's in our soul evolution, if it's beneficial for our evolution, we become ill. But if we could also become ill because we're not ethical. One reason is that it's a part of our evolutionary process. Another because it's the result of our unethical behavior. So our energy field is affected by our emotions, our food, our thoughts, and our way of life. And emotions are our main focus in this seminar. So we can make a harmonious energy field by proper food, exercise and breathing, relaxation, self-knowledge, energy psychology, which we're using here, positive thoughts, which we're also using, transformation of beliefs, which we're also using, and meditation. So we want to employ these methods. What can we focus on when we apply the methods? Well, the symptoms, starting out with the symptoms. On the energy field of the symptoms such as pain, tiredness, numbness, or weakness, you have an attachment for this class which has this information. So the phrasing for the EFT would be, even though until now I have had this, we mentioned the symptom, we mentioned the part of the body, I now experience comfort, health, and vitality. We're focusing on experiencing what we want to experience. And so I choose, want, deserve, allow myself, accept, realize that it is in my benefit to be free from this symptom, one at a time, in this part of my body. So the first focus is on the symptoms. Secondly, on the emotions. On any emotions which we believe may be creating the problem or which come to surface when we are working on the problem. This happens. When working on the problem, the emotions may come up. If we're working on emotions, the physical problem may come up that's connected to that. So even though until now I have felt, which mentioned the emotion here, I now feel safe, worthy, peaceful, and happy. And I choose, want, deserve, allow myself, accept, realize that it is in my benefit to be free from, and we mentioned the emotion. Thirdly, the deeper physical causes. Now, we may have problems that appear, but they may have deeper causes, usually in the nervous system or in the endocrine system or in the immune system, but they're appearing in the stomach, They're appearing in the lower back, appearing in the neck, or in the fingers. So these are the symptoms that we feel, but there may be deeper causes. Now, we may not understand what they are. Maybe a doctor can help us. So on the actual physical causes, deeper causes, even though until now I have had this, and we mentioned the deeper physical problem, if we know it, I now create health and in the deepest levels of my being. Another one, on resistance, on any resistance we feel towards living our lives in a healthy way, such as eating properly, exercising regularly, performing relaxation techniques, positive projection techniques, and anything else which might improve our health. We may have resistance or psychological reversal. Even though until now I've had this resistance to, we write down here, respect what we need or want to do to create or maintain our health, I now lovingly and joyfully care for my mind and body. I now lovingly and joyfully care for my mind and body. Difficulties in expression can cause our psychosomatic problems. Difficulties in communicating our needs and feelings, these unexpressed feelings or unfulfilled needs may contribute to the problem. Of course, they contribute to the problem. So even though until now I have had this resistance to expressing, now we enter here what we need to express: fear, anger, bitterness, love, affection. I now do so with love and sincerity for the good of all. We learn to express anxiety, any forms of anxiety which distort our energy field in general. We have had a class, we have had a lesson on anxiety. Even though until now I have had this anxiety, fear, insecurity about, we mentioned what the subject is, I now feel totally secure and capable of dealing with this. Resistance to being well, another obstacle. Any forms of resistance which make us subconsciously not want to be well, such as fear that others will not pay as much attention to us, fear that we will have to be responsible for our lives and we don't feel ready to be responsible, fear that we won't be as interesting without our problem, interesting in quotation marks, belief that we do not deserve to be well, belief that we're being punished for something we did which was wrong. So even though until now I have feared or resisted being totally well, because, and if you know why, mention it here, I now feel totally worthy and safe and secure in accepting total health and happiness. The emotions we may have because we have the problem. We can also work, as you remember, in the healing code on the emotions that we have because we have the problem. That's different from the what I mentioned earlier, which were the emotions that we have which may cause the problem. And some emotions we may have because we have the problem are anxiety, fear, guilt, shame, anger, rejection, disillusionment, injustice because we have this problem. Now, some beliefs that limit our health. I do not deserve health because I caused others not to be well, because my parents were not well. These are false beliefs by the child usually. I am weak and vulnerable to illness. If we had a childhood where we had these experiences, we can have these subconscious beliefs. I will be dependent on others if I become ill. I am not a good person and I will be punished with illness and death. As we age, we naturally become weak, frail, and ill. Now, this is a reality, but the more we believe in it, the more we create it. Think young. Think that you're 20, 30. Think young, okay? I am in danger from bacteria, the cold, drafts, the sun, heat, insects, dust, pollen, mold. If we believe these things, we create them. I'm not saying ignore them if you actually have a problem, but the more we believe it, the more we create the problem. And I see people totally free themselves from allergies with energy psychology, with EFT, with BSFF, with TAT. People have gotten free from allergies they have had for years, many, many years, 20 years, 30 years. Because there is a belief in our body that this substance is dangerous, when in reality, it doesn't have to be dangerous. It is natural to become ill as we become older. The more we believe it, the more we create it. As long as I am ill, they will pay attention to me and will love me. As long as I am ill, there's some mistakes here, I do not need to have responsibilities. Only when I am ill do I have the right to rest. There are people that perhaps subconsciously create illnesses, maybe even accidents sometimes, so they can have the right not to work or rest. I can control others with my illness. We have talked about this. As long as I am ill, God will have mercy on me and not punish me. Another false belief. I am not the creator of my health, and my health depends on others. So these are beliefs that undermine our ability to create the health that we want. Some spiritual perceptions would be, I am light. There is perfect health in the center of my being. I am surrounded by divine love. Light is flowing in all my cells. I deserve perfect health. Also, I deserve perfect health until the day I leave my body. Why not? My body has a very powerful immune system that protects me from viruses, inflammation, and cancerous cells. My cells renew daily. I can, or I have, a new and healthy body regardless of the years my body is in the physical realm. Let's let go of the problem of age. I am a good person and deserve health and vitality. I am a spirit and create the body I can choose. I can create the body I choose. Now, we're going to employ these various techniques together. Try to determine what are the symptoms you want to work on. If you have any idea what the deeper causes may be, what emotions may be affecting this problem, but what emotions you have because you have the problem, and what emotions may be behind the problem. These are 4 things we would like to know. And employ EFT on these subjects. We won't employ them on everything. Here we remind you of the various points: top of the head, eyebrow point, side, and we go behind the ear, under the eye, above and below the lips, collarbone, under the arm, and karate point and the wrist. We start in the back of the head, tapping on all the points as we move upward, energizing these points, and we come over the top of the head, energizing all of those points, and then on the eyebrow points, and then going behind on the temple, behind the ears, under the eyes, up above and below the lips, and then on the under the arms, collarbone, wrists, and side of the hand. The finger points are energized because we are tapping on the head with our hands. Then we're going to move on to the BSFF, Be Set Free Fast by Larry Nims. Remember the agreement with the subconscious, and tapping on the eyebrows for pain, cheeks for fear, focusing now on the health issue, index finger for guilt, small finger for anger, eyebrows for trauma, index finger, sorry about that, it remained in Greece, forgiving ourselves, and small finger forgiving others. Sorry about that lack of translation. And the agreement with the subconscious, remember that, dearest subconscious, inner child, pain body, higher self, and divine being, thank you for healing and removing all known and unknown obstacles to experiencing my true nature of peace, happiness, and we can include here health and love, even in this situation, any other situation in the past or present. Now, I'm going to also include here a specific exercise for visualization in which we visualize others and ourselves with perfect health. We can also employ Ho'oponopono on the part of the body that's not well. So, dear part of the body, forgive me for anything I may be thinking, feeling, or doing that may be creating this. I am aware that I am co-creating or attracting you, we're talking about the part of the body, the problem, as an opportunity for growth. Thank you for all the opportunities for growth that you're offering me. I am grateful and I love you. I will also include here a text on what are the possible lessons that we can learn through a health issue. I also love myself. I free you, talking to the problem of the body. I free you from the need to remain as you are. Thank you, God, for removing from me any aspects of my being that may be attracting this health problem or allowing it to bother me. There may be times when, as souls, we have chosen health situations that we cannot overcome. We can overcome a lot, but there may be some that we cannot overcome because they are there for us to grow with them, having them as opportunities for growth. We can also use here inspired questions. Why do I deserve and why can I have the health that I want? Why do I deserve it and why can I have it? And second question, why do I choose to have a healthy and vital body? Then we can employ the healing code while we focus on positive thoughts and emotions after having chosen the part of the body we want to heal with. I'll guide you through that. And then we can visualize and experience health and vitality in all of the body, all of the organs, the muscles, even in the cells, and even in the DNA, the cells of the molecules of DNA. We mentioned that these can be affected by our visualizations and by our change in the way that we think, eat, and behave in life. So more details always here at the same point. Now, I want you to choose a health issue. If you don't have a serious one, just choose a minor one. We'll see how we can work on this, and then you will know how to use it in the future. And you're always willing to share this information with other people and to help them. So I'm going to move on now to the exercise. Okay, so we're going to start with the EFT. So sit straight with your spine straight and your eyes closed. Take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, become straighter. Let the shoulders come back. Relax your abdomen, your solar plexus. Relax your facial muscles. And let's focus on a health issue that we would like to heal. We would like to help or improve the health in a certain part of our body. Choose which part of your body and which issue you want to work on. Focus on that issue. Experience the emotions you feel when you think about it. See if you have any access to what emotions may be contributing to the problem. Maybe something comes to mind. Ask yourselves if there are any deeper causes in the hierarchy of the body's functioning in the nervous system or immune system or endocrine system. You may not know, but just ask. It may come up. It may also come up in the process. Notice if there is any part of you which resists doing what you could to solve this problem. Proper eating, exercising, breathing, relaxation, meditation. Notice if there are any resistance to letting go of the problem, to becoming well. Okay. So let's focus on our agreement with the subconscious, with the inner child, the pain body, our higher self, the divine, to become freed from any possible causes for this disharmony in the mind, in the subconscious, in our activities, our emotions, our way of eating and living. We are asking to be removed from any possible causes. And we thank the divine and the subconscious for their cooperation in this process. Okay, now we rub on the sore point, the sensitive point on the chest area, saying verbally or mentally, and even though until now I have had this, you mentioned the problem in the part of the body, I accept and love myself. Even though until now I have had this, mentioned the problem in the part of the body, I love and accept myself. And the third time, even though until now I have had this, and I love and accept myself. Now on the other side, I choose to be free from this, mention the part of the body and the problem. I deserve to be free from this, mention the problem and the part of the body. It's in my benefit to be free. Focus on that. It's in my benefit. Okay, now we start at the back of the neck as we focus on that part of the body and the symptoms, and come up to the top of the head, and then come forward, and then to the side of the head, getting the energy flowing now. Coming up again to the top of the head, coming forward. Now 2 fingers at the bridge of the nose, coming to the temples, coming behind the ears, now to the cheeks, under the eyes, above and below the lips. It's like doing acupuncture to ourselves. Under the arms, collarbone, wrists, side of the hand, getting the energy flowing. Focus on the issue, the health issue. Back of the neck, coming up, top of the head, coming forward, forehead, side of the head, coming down, coming back up to the forehead, now to the eyebrow points, to the temples, behind the ears. These are all important points. Under the eyes, getting the energy moving, above and below the lips, under the arms, collarbone point, wrists, side of the hand. One more time. Focus on the issue, back of the neck, coming up, coming forward, to the side, to the back of the neck, coming up again, coming forward, to the eyebrow point, temples, behind the ears, focusing on the issue, under the eyes, above and below the lips, under the arms, collarbone, wrists, side of the hand. Now sit with your spine straight, close your eyes, relax, take a few deep breaths, and focus once again on the health issue. Okay, so focus on your emotion, whatever you're feeling, and accept it. and accept yourself. Let's remember the agreement with the subconscious and with the divine to let go of all possible causes and to accept perfect health in this and all other parts of our bodies. And we're going to do BSFF, so you can repeat after me, tapping at the eyebrow point. In relationship to this issue, I let go of all pain and all causes and roots of pain in the subconscious, in this dimension and all other dimensions. A cheek point. In relationship to this issue, I let go of all fear and anxiety and all causes and roots of fear and anxiety in the subconscious, in this dimension and all other dimensions. Index finger. In relationship to this issue, I let go of all guilt, shame, or rejection, and all causes and roots of shame, guilt, or rejection in the subconscious, in this dimension and all other dimensions. Small finger. In relationship to this issue, I let go of all anger and all causes and roots of anger in the subconscious, in this dimension and all other dimensions. Now in the eyebrow point. In relationship to this issue, I let go of all trauma and all memories of trauma in the subconscious, in this dimension and all other dimensions. Index finger. I forgive myself for all participation in this situation. I have always done the best I could, and I'm doing the best I can. Little finger. I forgive others for all participation in this issue. They have always done whatever they could with their childhood experiences, fears, programmings, problems, and our soul agreements. Now sit with your spine straight, relax, close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. With the help of the breath, straighten the spine and relax. Allow the abdomen to relax, the solar plexus to relax, the shoulders. Allow the face muscles to relax. Now we're going to do Ho'oponopono for the physical issue. We start by focusing on the physical issue, and we ask forgiveness for any participation we have, anything that we're doing or have done that may have caused this disharmony. We ask forgiveness. And we express our love towards that part of our body and gratitude for so many years of service. Love and gratitude. And we feel love for ourselves. And now we release that problem from needing to exist anymore. And we imagining it, turning into light. It becomes dissolved, it becomes light. And we open ourselves to the divine to accept healing light, which removes in us any possible causes, habits, emotions, beliefs that may have contributed to this issue. Allow them to be freely dissolved. Now we're going to perform the healing code, which you remember from previous class, this lesson. Bringing the fingers towards the eyebrow point without touching, a few centimeters away. Feeling the energy flowing from our fingers and palms into the center of our forehead, where the eyebrows meet the nose. Focusing on the fact that within us we have perfect health. Allowing that health to flow into our bodies. And into that part of our body. Now the fingers come towards the throat without touching. The arms can touch the chest, but the fingers are not touching the throat. Feeling the energy flowing in there, energizing that center, and feeling our self-worth. We are worthy as expressions of the divine in the physical realm, worthy of love, worthy of respect, and worthy of health. Now the fingers come towards the jaw point under the ears, emitting energy, healing. And let's experience safety, security, that we are safe. We are secure as immortal beings. Focus on feeling safe, secure, relaxed. Now the fingers come towards the temples, just above the ears, without touching. We feel the energy flowing, and we focus on peace, inner peace. And bringing the fingers towards the forehead point again. Entertaining the question, why do we deserve health and happiness? Focus on all the reasons you deserve to be healthy and happy. You're an expression of the divine. You are innocent and pure. Feel that innocence, that purity, above and behind the mind. Now the fingers on the throat center without touching the throat. Allow the energy to flow in to create harmony in the nervous system. Imagine a light flowing through the nervous system, creating harmony, peace, And the fingers come to the jaw point without touching. Let's experience that light, feeling the body, feeling the mind, creating health. And then the fingers come up to the temple point. And that light now is flowing into all of the cells, creating harmony and health in the cells, removing all negative memories. All of the cells accepting healing energy. And now towards the bridge of the nose again. The light is flowing into the molecules of DNA, correcting them, upgrading them. Now at the throat center again, experiencing that we deserve health, and allowing and accepting health. Let's allow and accept health. Now under the ears, allowing the light to flow into the subconscious and remove all possible obstacles towards health. Allow the subconscious to be healed. And above the ears, allowing that light to flow throughout all the body and mind. Now let's bring our palms to our chest and relax in that position. Feeling the healing energy flowing from our palms into our chest. Feeling a positive relationship with ourselves, a relationship of respect and love. Feeling the whole body full of that light. Accepting health. Feeling an opening to the divine, whatever that means for you. Accepting divine love and blessings. I'm going to count from 1 to 5 to complete the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I realize that the exercise may have been long, may be tiring for some. We employed 4 methods: EFT, BSFF, Ho'oponopono, healing code, and actually a 5th method would be positive projection. So these are 5 techniques that can be used also separately. There are people that just do one of these and get healed. You can see many references on the internet of people healing themselves through any one of these techniques. I believe that combining them gives us a more spheric approach and has even a more powerful effect. Now, I hope that you will use this. It can only help, it can never harm. Sometimes when we work on such issues, we may have what is called healing crises, where some kind of physical or emotional crisis may come up as our energy changes, in which case, do not be alarmed. You may lessen the exercise, do it less, or not every day, do it just once a week or something, until the process of the release of tension or negativity is completed. It's a good sign if you have a headache or you feel nauseous or something, because it doesn't mean that you have to feel that way. You can have results without that. But if you have them, don't worry about it. If you want to see your doctor, ask. But usually this is just a process of releasing negativity in a physical or emotional way. So I wish you health and I wish you to be happy. Be well.